Now that Lenovo just released their new Tab M11, how does it compare to the Galaxy Tab A9 Plus? Well, let's get started. Both tablets are just under $200 with pretty similar storage options with 64 or 128 gigabytes and either 4 or 8 gigabytes of RAM for both tablets. You can also expand the storage with a micro SD card on both tablets as well. They also both have an 11-inch display with 1200 by 1920 resolution and up to 90 Hz refresh rate for both tablets. The overall screen quality between these two are really close. Sometimes Lenovo looks better and seems to have better viewing angles. Other times Samsung looks better, but when looking at them directly, I feel like Lenovo has slightly better contrast, but I feel like it's probably too close to say one is better than the other when it comes to screen quality. Nice thing is you have widevine L1, which is good for streaming apps on both tablets, and you can go up to 1080p resolution for YouTube videos. Both tablets have a 7040 milliamp hour battery, but in my typical battery drain test, the Tab A9 Plus only lasted about 6 hours versus 7.5 hours for the Tab M11. So plenty of power to last a day or two with mixed usage, even longer if you turn the screen brightness down. You also have 15-watt charging with both tablets as well, but if you want the tablet with better battery life, you'll want to go with Lenovo. One advantage for Lenovo is that it works with the Tab Pen Plus, which is definitely going to be better than what you can get with the A9 Plus because you can't use an S Pen with that and you would have to use a capacitive stylus. So if you want to draw, take notes, or just move around the software using a stylus or pen, you'll definitely want to go with Lenovo. Software-wise, the Galaxy Tab A9 Plus is currently on Android 14, One UI 6.0, and the Tab M11 is on Android 13, ZUI 15.1. It may come down to personal preference, but I do like what Lenovo is doing with their software. It's fairly close to stock Android, but the styling is a little bit different. The Tab A9 Plus is very similar to a lot of other Samsung tablets. You also get Samsung DeX with the A9 Plus versus PC mode with Lenovo. Plus you have the taskbar down at the bottom, which does make it a little easier to do some multitasking or just to be a little more productive. With Lenovo, you get 2 years of software updates, probably a little more on security updates, but I believe Samsung has the advantage here with 4 years of software updates, 5 years security updates. Performance-wise, I feel like Samsung has the advantage. As you can see here by the Geekbench scores, the Tab A9 Plus is a little more powerful with the Snapdragon 695 versus a MediaTek Helio G88 in the Tab M11. Performance is going to vary a little bit depending on which models you get, but sort of the same story with gaming. You get a little better gaming performance with the Galaxy Tab A9 Plus, but you can play games like PUBG Mobile and Asphalt 9 fairly smooth on both tablets. It might just be on lower graphics and frame rate settings. But if you want the tablet with better performance and gaming performance, you'll want to go with the Galaxy Tab A9 Plus. You also have a headphone jack on both tablets. They even both put them right on the corner. Not really the best location, but at least you do have that option. Nice thing is you get a quad speaker setup on both tablets, and when putting them next to each other, I feel like Samsung wins this one pretty easily. Just seems to be quite a bit louder and a little better sounding in my opinion. Here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of what they sound like. When it comes to the cameras, they are sort of what you would expect from a tablet in this category. You've got an 8 megapixel on the back of the A9 Plus versus 13 megapixel on the Tab M11, and then 5 megapixel on the front of the A9 Plus versus 8 megapixels on the Tab M11. So a little higher resolution with Lenovo, but personally, if I need a camera for Zoom meetings or other video conference calls, I might just use my cell phone over these two, but here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what to expect. So as you can see, somewhat close between these two, but there's a couple reasons where you might want to go with Samsung over Lenovo, since it's going to have longer software support and a little better performance. But there's a couple other comparisons that I'm working on with the new Tab M11, plus a lot of other tablets, so you'll want to keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.